with somebody that I would like to say we're here because they pay the party. You guys have the logo on your necks, but I think she's way more than that, and literally understanding how filmmakers can connect with brands. I want to welcome Cristina Saccà, Senior Vice President, Consumer Marketing and Sponsorship for Europe MasterCard. I think we all know the brand, but as you guys know, the brand thinks beyond what the use of it, and enables events like this, culture and entertainment evolve in ways like we are imagining or not. Yet we will have that discussion, and thank you for being all here.
Thank you for having me here and for
Yes,
inviting
we-
me.
we'll have
We
to-
have to go like this. Okay.
This is the best because you cannot interrupt. Nobody will hear you if you interrupt. So I had notes because I wanted I will take it forever, this discussion. So I'm gonna make questions to time this conversation. And nonetheless, as I said, if you get comments that live were too loud, I apologize. So MasterCard is an official partner, right, to Cannes, but your work goes beyond that. And I think you have a side of looking at entertainment with certain lenses. What do you think is that role that a brand can have with the culture of film?
I love this. Cristina Saccà, I'm really happy to be here and thank you for inviting me. The role of Mastercard is really in events like this, and all the other events that we partner with, to create experiences for our consumers. As a payment method, and just to be clear, we do not issue cards. More louder than this?
I'll hold it for her.
No, it's okay. It's not working.
This works. Online, they can hear us.
Okay. You
yes,
can't.
I know.
Sorry,
So
didn't.
I'll hold it, and she will talk louder for you guys.
Okay, sorry. So we do not issue cards or payment system. We're the network where all the transactions happen. So we're the technology company that makes it happen. And as we say, we are a corporate brand, but a B2C, a corporate company, but a B2C brand. And we want to create engagement with the consumers. And how do we create that? Is through their passion. We don't want to be just a commodity wherein the people go and pay, don't even know what they do, but we want to connect in the moment that they pay something that they really love, like their passions, something that we can provide to them. So we created a strategy around this that is called Passion Strategy. They really looked at the different passions of the consumers and the different segments. Youth, adults, millennials, female, men, different parts. And we have this set of passions that we identified that go from cinema to music to travel, culinary, sports, of course. And around that, we created our sponsorship and partnership overall group of, let's say, assets that we have. So the case of cinema, we do sponsor currently 7 film festivals in Europe, from Berlinale to Cannes, of course, Venice Film Festival, Off Camera, Transylvania. And definitely the brand visibility is important, as you can see here, as you can see probably just across the street. But with this festival and with these assets, we do create unique experiences that are not findable elsewhere. So we create packages for our consumers and for our partners that you arrive to Cannes, you have the chance to stay at the Majestic, you can choose your gown, we will create a unique dinner for you, and then they can go to the red carpet. And this is part of creating an engagement with the brand that goes much more beyond the transaction itself. We also partner with some cinema to create activations to see the premiere of the different festivals, and you can get there just with a ticket, with a normal cinema ticket. So this is one example of this kind of experience. We do sponsor other unique activities like Champions League, Roland Garros, skiing, open, golf tournaments. And at the same way, we use definitely those places as a brand exposure, but more to create experiences. And with those experiences, we created a platform where you can access things you cannot buy. I mean, you cannot buy elsewhere. We just create them for you because we do have that. So the way to connect in this case is to really going toward the passion and the experiences. And we do know also through several studies, especially after COVID is increasing, that people prefer experiences more than goods. So I think goods are becoming more important, the travel to have unique. And if you think about it, right now it's even shifting the way that the travel itself is changing. If you think about it, you might wanted to go to a certain country to visit it, and then you would plan it. Right now, if there is a concert that you really love, you will plan to go to the concert and build your travel around it. So the passion itself is defining the way you experience the overall journey.
It's very interesting. Actually, if this wasn't like timed, I would have like navigated that. I know like we had a question more prepared around like how all these things that you explained, and I'm shaping it right. How they matter for like the emerging filmmaker that does come from an independent background approach. How can they understand what brands mean in their journey, and how actually Mastercard might embrace that if it.
we we are not the expert on this. So, beside the passion, beside being close to the festival, we're not professional in cinema. That's something that you do. That's something that the festival do. They have full institution, very stabilized, very knowledgeable, very professional. They do it. So we. That's why we do sponsor mainly film
platform.
festival
Yeah.
and the platform than going directly. What we really is part of our DNA is to nurture the future. We have a strategy about inclusion that goes in how to make the future of, let's say, the growth, the future of the access. We have financial inclusion with the nurture, what can be digital access for the people who are unbanked.
Right.
So how we can navigate that, because it's part of our DNA. We do it for sports, so we do, let's say, support the future of girls in football or other areas. Same thing for the cinema. We do support the Berlinale talent. We are trying to understand how to work also with other festivals to support financially and with access that we might have being a big brand in having, let's say, more know-how, more knowledge, more opportunity to meet talent and develop their project. I don't want to be the one that selects the project because I don't have the
absolutely, no.
know-how, and I don't know if I would choose, beside personal passion, what could be the best one. That's why we leave it in the hands who do it professionally, like the festivals.
Actually, yeah, maybe like my question was framed wrong because it's true. You guys are the platform and the enabler for them to thrive and use as many possibilities as possible that you offer or sponsor to find that as a channel to display their talent, right?
And continue to sponsoring festivals, that also means continue to invest in the future of cinema. Because if this festival exists, it's also because beside the states and the way that they do it, there are partners that do believe into what they can provide. And we say, I don't know if you saw our campaign that it says a red carpet wide enough for every perception, a red carpet broad enough for every voice.
Wow.
What is the real essence of cinema? It really allows people to learn and see different things. It allows you to see life through different lenses. And we think that that's an important element for us as a brand, and that's why we support cinema.
Well, we gotta thank Mastercard, but for sure, I'm very appreciative that like the world is evolving this way, like being so powerful and so present in people's mind as a brand expands beyond their perception of what the product does, but the enabler of a lot of industries that there is a consumption around it. So it's really interesting to see how your day-to-day job evolves around that, and really fascinating of understanding how the future might evolve around it. So I know like we're tight on time, so we cannot like expand as much as we would like. I'm not sure if we want to navigate, but like definitely I have this curiosity around interviews that express more the illusion of how the future should be like, or we would like, or we're going towards that direction. I think it's the purpose of understanding why we do what we do. Do you have, Cristina, any wishes or at least like insights of how you personally or you as MasterCard think that the industry should head towards in the next 3 or 5 years?
I see it from the marketing point of view and from the engagement point of view. I would say there are a few trends that we see going up. The first one, I already mentioned it, is about experiences. So how the people really engage with the different activities with a different way, and how they want something that can really give them a memory more than goods.
Right.
This is definitely the first trend. The second one is around living them together, so having the possibility to share it. Impact on AI, I think it's very impactful in this industry a lot, but in any industry, so it will change the way we communicate with consumers, we engage, we take decisions. So that's another important trend.